Greetings, unsettled souls. Welcome to the Correct Views. Yes, it is that time again for me, your humble host, Sam I.B. Gangi, to give you the Dump Cap of the Month award show. For those of you that may not know what it is, every month I scour the internet and I try to find the absolute stupidest stories I can possibly find. I have sent dunce caps to the Pentagon. I have sent them to the President. I have sent them to the FBI. They've gone everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Every month they get a certificate. They get a dunce cap mailed to them, which you're going to be seeing in a minute. It happens every month. And it's funded by you because it costs to mail these out. So please donate. If you're watching, please donate at thecorrectviews@hotmail.com through PayPal. Lastly, before we get into it, the characters for Halloween are going to be done. This camera keeps slipping. I need better gear. Please donate. The characters are coming back. I will be doing them on different nights. Now, if you don't know what that is, if you're new to the show, particularly some of you on Facebook, what happens on Friday the 13th, on Halloween, April Fool's Day, 420, characters that I have created give the news. All of the news is real, but the characters are fake. Jovial, funny. Look up other Halloweens, you'll see them. So when I come up in like ridiculous outfits giving news stories, please don't think I've lost my mind if you tune in halfway through, because once I'm in character, I stay in character. All right, friends, and that brings us into it. I'm going to hit screen share here for those of you on Google Tube, and we're going to get into exactly what we've got for all of you in the Dunce Cap of the Month show. How about a man who thought it was a good idea to chase his own airplane? Yahoo News, man arrested for chasing after a plane at the Dublin airport. Now, I understand frustration at being late. I really do. I get it. For some people, it can be a real pain, particularly if you're trying, vacation. You only have so much time. I get it. People could argue it's a big deal for business people. I don't know. I don't know one person who would lose an account because they were late due to their plane. Doesn't really happen. However, that's what we've got. London AP, an Irishman who missed his flight at Dublin Airport was arrested Thursday for running after the plane on the tarmac in a bid to flag it down. What a brilliant man. Because they're going to pull over, of course, and just drop the gear and say, "We're sorry, sir. Please come up here. Have some potatoes." Witnesses, I'm allowed to make Irish jokes. My grandfather was named Briney. Witnesses said a man in his 20s broke through an airport door and ran toward the Ryanair plane, which was about to take off for Amsterdam around 7 a.m. Maybe he wanted to get to the pot bars. Who knows? Declan Harvey, who was at the airport, said he could hear the man shouting, "Wait!" at the plane before he was tackled to the ground by workers. I bet he was. He's lucky he wasn't shot. The airport said the man became agitated after he and the woman arrived at the gate too late for their flight. It said the man broke through a door and made his way onto the apron, trying to flag down the aircraft. He was briefly restrained by the staff until the police arrived, and of course I'm sure they weren't very happy with him. He was handed over to them. He was only 23 years old, Patrick Kehoe. He later appeared in a Dublin court charged with criminal damage to a door lock. That's it? Now, how many people listening to this? I think the part of this, the dunce for this show should be given to the entire legal system there. How many of you listening to this know that if you did that, you would be in jail for so long that if you didn't shave, you would have a beard down to your toes? This guy got busted for breaking a lock. Not the fact that people probably thought he was the mad bomber. I tell you, friends, just a couple left. It's going to be a short show, just a couple left, because there's going to be a lot, like I said, next month because of the Halloween thing. Smoking gun, they always have the best stories. A man arrested in assault of dead beaver. Now, this was a real good option to have won the Dunce Cap of the Month award show. I'm not going to lie, but you'll like what did, I promise. September 5th, a Washington man carrying meth is accused of sexually assaulting a beaver after the animal was struck by a vehicle Monday evening. According to investigators, the animal was run over by a car in a park in Kennewick, and it's a city on the Oregon border. Upon seeing the animal get hit, a female witness wrapped the beaver in a towel and went to her residence to retrieve a container in which to place the injured animal. Now, I know a lot of you are going to leave jokes about how he really wanted to enjoy the lady's beaver. I beat you to it. I have beat all of you to it. You're just too slow. When the woman returned to the park, she discovered a man whose pants were unzipped atop the beaver. The witnesses called 911. Renwick Police Department officers responding to the park then arrested Richard Martin Delp, 35. His name is now forever ingrained in your mind. A police briefing newsletter offered the synopsis: 35-year-old male was seen assaulting dead beaver. Cops say he admitted to the crime. A search subsequent to Delp's arrest turned up meth, and no surprise there. Charged with animal cruelty and narcotics possession, Delp is being held without bail in the Benton County Jail. Maybe he can just, chew his way out. Beaver teeth. It is unclear whether Delp, who has a lengthy rap sheet, was under the influence when he allegedly mounted the beaver. The late beaver is pictured below. The late beaver. So, don't you think you were a little hard on the beaver last night? I had to go there. I did. And that brings us to the winner. And you can always tell, friends, when the winner is close by because, of course, we have the official Dumdy music. Don't forget, friends, if you're enjoying the show, by all means, hit share, hit subscribe. Also, do me a favor. Remember that a lot of people, I talk about different things on the show, and they say, oh, he does politics. I don't only do politics. I sometimes do stories about people molesting dead beavers. So, there you go. However, it is somewhat political, the winner here. But I don't really care which side of the political spectrum you are on. You may be a raging leftist. You may be a Donald Trump supporter. You may be somebody that just doesn't care a whole lot about politics. Regardless of which camp you fall under, I promise you the story that is on the way is going to, you'll understand entirely why the award went where it has. A longtime sociology professor at the College of Southern Nevada is facing felony charges after shooting himself on August 28th. The second day of the school year, according to the Las Vegas Review Journal. The professor, Mark Bird, as in Bird Brain, took a .22 pistol into the restroom on campus. He taped a $100 bill to the note and said, "This is for the janitor." And, of course, he taped it onto the mirrors because he was going to leave a mess. Now, you're going to ask, why? That sounds depressing, Sam. Why would you give the award? Stay with me. Bird stumbled out of the bathroom, bleeding before he collapsed. Multiple faculty and at least one student witnessed the encounter before a 911 call was made. When police arrived at the scene, the .22 and the spent shell casing were found on the bathroom floor. Witnesses told police they heard a loud noise come from the bathroom, but they had no idea Bird was armed and had shot himself, police reports indicate. Yeah, because everything sounds like a gun in a school. What? That doesn't make any sense. And neither does this camera, which I'm about to throw. One college employee told police that he held Bird's hand to calm him down as others tried to stop the bleeding. While waiting for authorities to arrive, Bird said he shot himself in protest of President Donald Trump. Police noted in their report they did not elaborate. Around 9 a.m. that morning, the campus-wide text alert was sent out. Basically, the entire school was notified. Safety letters were sent out. According to Robert Manis, the president of College Faculty Union, Nevada Faculty Alliance, the school did not provide students with any details, which resulted in numerous rumors spreading about the campus. They never really told the students much about it. I bet they didn't, because one of their teachers went through Trump derangement syndrome, went into the bathroom and shot himself. So that means we have a dunce cap of the month winner. That's what that means. So here is the hat that they're going to get. Make sure both cameras can see it. I will read to you what it says in a moment. All right, obviously, Dunce. And if I shot myself, that will show Trump. Very nice. Bird Brain. His name was Bird. Wow, real idiots teach at the College of Southern Nevada. Yeah, classic. And is that it? That's the only two I drew. Oh. As a bird, I am ashamed to share the name. Gotta love it. So what are they winning with it? This is going to be mailed to them. What does it say? Well, I will tell you. This dunce cap of the month goes to College of Southern Nevada's doltish Mark Bird, the man who shot himself to show his hatred of President Donald Trump. It must be that progress, fleeing from the lie of man-made climate change, leaving the TPP, having a great economy, and getting wonderful trade deals is bad news for Bird. For that, may he wear the cap daily. And friends, may you share the show. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit share, hit subscribe. Remember, one more time, I have to say it, because since YouTube isn't monetizing our videos, you donating at the correct views at hotmail.com through PayPal is an immense help. Good night, guys. God bless.